Oh my lord, man. It's been so long since I played this game, like 3 days now. Sorry guys, I've been so busy in real life, man. But you guys have been really asking for this Grand National on the most recent Pontiac video. I've been messing with this thing all night, trying different motors, and I think I found the right combination now, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot here. We're going to launch in 4th gear on Blue Collar. Almost missed the launch. This guy's using a 180SX. 180SX is a very, very good car and launches very hard. And as you can see, this thing keeps up with it right there. So this thing's definitely no slouch itself. Over drifted that a little bit right there, I'm not going to lie. I've been messing that corner up all night for some reason. And it's a very easy corner to get right. I don't know why. I've just been slacking at it. Just not driving very well in this first section. I don't know why. I think it's just getting used to the game again for me. Having not played it for a few days just feels a little weird, but it's all good. I'm really hoping they come out with this update soon. Go ahead and break into this corner. Turn out of it there. This car is so smooth, though. It's a lot easier to drive than I'm making it look right now. It's just because of the fact that I haven't played this game in a few days. It boosts out of everything perfectly, though, and it carries 150 over this hill, like, perfectly. That taxi almost tried to ruin our night right there, didn't it? Carrying good boost all throughout this section. This car's moving, honestly. We even got grip knots at the end of that one, so that's good. Tried to go for a full bar there, but it wasn't worth it. Would have actually messed up our turn. As you guys can see, I mean, this thing's an absolute beast. We've made many mistakes on this run, and we still ended up getting a low 204, almost a 203. I mean, this car is definitely 202, 201 capable. It might even be able to dip into the 150s. I don't know. But I would say this is the best classic muscle car I've built in so far. Built so far. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get straight into the build and see what this thing's got in it. Alrighty guys, here we are with the Buick Grand National. This thing is beautiful, man. I really love this car. Not much done to the exterior, just some wheels and some tires. This thing already looks amazing how it is. We went with the blacked out look on this thing, and these stats are devious. So I'm really liking this car. It's super smooth. This motor that's used in this car, stock, is used in a lot of different builds as a motor swap. So it was only, you know, destiny that this build was going to be amazing. A lot of you guys were asking me to build this car as well. So I appreciate you guys for, you know, being like, yo, Magic, you got to build it so we can see what it's like. And this thing is just an absolute beast. I think this might be the best, quote unquote, classic muscle car that we've built so far. A lot of the other ones were a little bit older, so I don't know if it would necessarily be a classic yet, but I guess since it's past 25 years, literally and legally, it is a classic car. So let's go ahead and dive straight into it. The stats, as you guys see, are a top speed of 194 miles per hour. 0 to 60 is 3.3 for you automatic guys. So it's actually pretty good for automatic players as well. Horsepower is 900, and this thing's just a torque monster, man. We got 1,100 foot-pounds of torque in this thing. A quarter mile time of 10.4 seconds as well. Now, for the motor swap, we're not swapping anything into it. We're just sticking with the stock 3.8 liter V6 that comes in this car in real life. Now, it took me forever to even figure out that this car actually came with the V6 in real life. Once I learned that, I actually thought it was kind of crazy, but here we go. Anyways, getting straight into the engine parts, we got an Elite induction here. We're using an Elite ECU, an Elite fueling system, as well as a super exhaust with Elite Roots supercharger. We got a sport bottle of nitrous here as well with Elite road suspension, basic brakes, Elite grip tires. We're also using a sport clutch, a sport 5-speed gearbox, and an Elite differential. For the auxiliaries, you're using nitrous grip and nitrous drift, as you guys know. Make sure you reset these guys, and just in case you guys are curious on how to do that, empty slot, click it, go over to the auxiliary again, re-equip it, man. It's definitely a necessity with these drift builds, so you get the most power out of them and the most boost possible, because they heavily rely on the quick reaccumulation of nitrous. Okay, so going into the handling here, we're sitting right around 30% drift. You could add a little bit more as this thing sometimes locks up, but I actually like how fast it goes on 30% drift. Feels a little bit more comfortable on like 35, 40, but 30% is faster, just from my experience. Steering sensitivity is up just a little bit because I wanted the rear end to kick out a little bit faster. The downforce is set all the way to high. Traction control is off. Drift entry is brake tap as always. Now, what I will tell you guys is there's a fine pocket with this car that once you learn to get inside of, it's amazing. As you guys saw in the gameplay, we got a really low time, but we actually really didn't perform that well throughout the race. I mean, we made a lot of minor mistakes, some major, honestly, and it cost us a few seconds. This car is easily almost a flat 2 car. It's keeping up with the Viper in certain areas, so I highly recommend you guys give this thing a shot. This thing just outclasses any of the classic muscle cars we've built so far. In terms of fun to drive, I mean, I think maybe some of the other ones might be more fun on longer tracks. For example, Rapid Transit, I actually think this might be in the lower tier. But in terms of actually drift racing, you know, where drift builds are more, you know, preferably used on Corner Kings and things like that, out of the classic muscle cars, this feels the best. But in terms of what's better for maybe on the rails or rapid transit or getting high tonight, that might be the Bugatti Swap Pontiac, might be the Mustang. Just depends on which one you use and which one you like. But I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been MxgicIQ, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.